So this video is a bit different from the other videos I make about beat making, but in a sense it is also connected because it's the gear that I use to record these videos, my beat making videos. And today I'm going to talk to you about the iPhone. This is the tool that I use to record a video that I put out last week. I went to this record store, and instead of taking my big camera, the Blackmagic, I decided to actually pack light and just take my iPhone and try the iPhone and see the outcome of it. So this is my reaction to that video. Instead of taking the camera, lenses, tripod, light, the light tripod, all this, I just decided to put this in my pocket and just head out and record with the iPhone. The only thing I actually took was this. You know, I can hook it up to the iPhone, just stretch it, and then lock this into my tripod. And if you have a small little tripod like I do, you can actually place this in a bunch of different places. This is just so easy to set up. Right there, just the experience of, you know, taking a bunch of gear to film as opposed to just taking your phone, that alone is worth the experience. But let's talk about the image quality as well, right? This thing does an amazing job, to be honest. I was very surprised. I was actually very surprised about the dynamic range of the iPhone. I was filming against the window, and you can see it on the footage as well. I could see everything on the outside. I could see everything on the inside. I wish it was a bit better, but it was actually quite good. The dynamic range surprised me on this iPhone, actually. I mean, it was surprising that everything that I would turn the camera to, I could clearly see it. And yes, there was a bit of grain on the image because it kind of sets the ISO for you. But the image on the iPhone surprised me a lot, especially the dynamic range. Filming in low light, it did a great job. Filming with light in the background, it stood up to that challenge as well. So it did, I mean, I was only recording on the inside, and it did a pretty good job. I didn't record on the outside. I haven't tested it in the studio here with professional lighting as well. So that's something I'm going to be doing in the future, just to have fun with that. But I was very surprised about the quality of the image. I think it was really good, and especially the dynamic range of the iPhone surprised me. I didn't think it was going to be that good. I didn't mess with any of the settings or anything. I had my iPhone at 4K, and I would only really change between the different lenses, and that was it. I didn't do much. That was the point. I just want to point the camera and shoot. I don't want to be messing around with any settings or anything. So yeah, I was recording at 4K, 24 frames, and that was it. Now, if you want to try to compare this to a camera like the 6K, you can't really compare it, but I think it definitely wins on the ease of use, right? Something that you could put in your pocket and take it somewhere. It definitely wins in that department. It has 3 lenses. It wins in that department. That ease of use is just unbeatable, in my opinion. And the ability to place the camera in places that I could never place that one, because that one is a huge camera plus the lenses. It's just so different. This is such a light product. It's such a light camera that I can place literally anywhere. Just tilt it, easy to tilt. Especially if you have small little tripods like I do, you can really place this anywhere. And it was a great experience as well, because I don't need to change lenses with this. This comes with 3 modes. It has a zoom, a regular mode, and a wide angle, a fisheye. And I was recording at this small little place like this. It was really a really tiny place, and I could just, with this, it was just so easy, man. I just went into the fisheye and it just opened up. It felt like the place was much bigger than it was, and it was just so easy to record, so easy to set up. I could get all the shots that I wanted because of those 3 lenses that are quickly accessible for you to change and to try out the distances. Even though it kind of films well in low light, you can also turn on the flashlight, turn on and just provide more light for the shot, especially if it's a close-up shot, right? I wasn't using professional lights or anything. I'm going to try and make a video with professional lights and see how the iPhone works. The downsides of it is obviously image quality compared to a camera like the Blackmagic. The image coming out of the 6K is just amazing. You can't really compare it. Plus, you can record in RAW, and it's just so good for coloring. The iPhone, you can't really record in RAW. You can only record in ProRes. Yeah, you can do a bit of coloring, but it doesn't really compare to the image quality of a camera like the 6K here, plus the lenses that I use. And that is something that you can weigh as well, right? So the amount of money that I've spent on lenses and cameras compared to an iPhone, I think that's really the point of the video, right? If you're just making videos for YouTube, beatmaking videos, do you really need a camera like a 6K? You don't, right? You really don't. You don't need the lenses. So the point of me making the video is because a lot of people ask me about the type of camera that I use, and what I want to say is that you don't really need a camera like that. All you need is a phone like this, an iPhone or whatever other phone that has good lenses, because nowadays for beat making videos for YouTube, this is really all you need, to be honest. Maybe some light as well to help you. It always helps to have some light on the side, even though for this video that I've shown you, there was no lights in there whatsoever. It was all just done with the iPhone, which does pretty well in low light as well. So I think there's a lot that I can do with this. I'm going to be using it from now on, actually. I think it's just such a great tool, so easy to use. Sometimes I don't need that. I don't need a 6K is overkill. This does a great job. If you're shooting indoors, just get a light, and this will get rid of that grainy footage. This has also a really nice thing, which is a cinematic shot, which basically just blurs the background. Once you get into the cinematic mode, you have access to the f-stops, which you can make the background blurry, or take that away. This is a 2.0. So the f-stop goes down to 2.0, which is pretty cool if you want to get those blurry backgrounds, and you can get some amazing images out of this. You can zoom, you can change lenses. It's just so cool. You get amazing images out of this. Remember, when I was shooting that video at the record store, I was mainly using the light from the room. I wasn't even using the flash or anything like that. So it did pretty well. If you take a light with you, it will just give you even better results. I'm very surprised about the quality of this camera. I knew it was going to be good, but because I had never tried it before, I was surprised. From now on, I'm going to be using it more, 100%. Will it replace my 6K? 100% not. It's just a different world, and it's for different types of jobs. When I'm planning for a video, I can think, wait, do I want to use my iPhone for this? Because it's fun to use and it's creative as well. You can use it in a creative way. But also, when I go outside, this thing does a great job, and I'm going to be using it a lot more, to be honest. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to see the entire video filmed on the iPhone. It's right here in the description. Click on it and you can see the whole footage. You'll see how well it actually performed. Remember, I didn't do much. I just took the phone out the pocket, filmed, and then just transferred the files into my my laptop and just edited. No color correction, nothing. It's just purely the footage that came out of the phone is the footage that you're watching, and that was it. So go and watch that video, and that's it. That's what I wanted to share. A bit different from the other videos that I usually do, but I wanted to share with you some of the background behind the scenes of my beat making videos. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.